They said passion fades after 50. They lied. Because something wild awakens when the calendar turns and the candles increase. Something deeper, stronger, more dangerous. At 50 plus, many women are no longer trying to please the world. They're finally pleasing themselves, and the result, pleasure, raw, unapologetic pleasure. This isn't just about sex. It's about power, freedom, knowing exactly what you want and going after it without shame. So why is it that the most unforgettable nights often begin after 50? In this video, we'll dive into the secret world of 50-plus desire, real stories, real people, real heat, and I warn you, once you see what's happening behind closed doors, you may never look at older women the same way again. Ready to unlock the pleasure that only experience can offer? Let's go deeper, much deeper. The forbidden flame. Why 50 women are more addictive than ever. There's a fire that only ignites with time, a heat that doesn't burn fast but smolders, slowly, irresistibly. That's the allure of a woman over 50. She's no longer searching for herself. She's found her rhythm, her voice, her hunger. She knows what makes her moan. And more importantly, she's not afraid to ask for it. Younger women may bring novelty, but women over 50 bring intensity. They carry stories in their eyes, secrets, in their touch. With them, pleasure is not rushed. It's a ritual, a journey. Every sigh, every pause, every look, it's calculated to drive you wild. You feel it in how she undresses without shame, in how she kisses like she owns your soul, in how she looks at you and sees everything and still wants you. And if you think that age makes them colder, weaker, or less sensual, you haven't met the right one yet. Because here's the truth. Once you taste the fire of a 50-plus woman, you'll never crave anything lukewarm again. She doesn't need you, and that's exactly why you want her. A woman over 50 doesn't fall for games. She's already played them, and won, and lost. She's been lied to, adored, underestimated, praised, ignored, desired, and betrayed. So if she's with you now, it's because she chooses you, not because she needs you. And that is devastatingly attractive. You feel it when she walks into the room head high, heels firm, gaze piercing. She won't ask for attention. She already owns it. While younger women may seek validation, a 50-plus woman emits it, not as arrogance but as presence. She's not afraid to say no. And when she says yes, it's never casual. It's commitment. It's fire. It's a yes that echoes in your bones. And here's the twist. Because she doesn't depend on you, you'll crave her more. You'll wonder what she's thinking when she smirks. You'll ache for her approval. You'll chase her mind because her body is already hypnotic. She becomes the storm you want to get lost in. And just when you think you've figured her out, she shows you a new version of herself. And you're hooked. Again, 50 plus and irresistible. Why she dominates the room without trying. She doesn't need glitter. Her glow comes from within. While others rely on filters and rehearsed poses, she enters with authenticity, and it's disarming. Her skin tells stories. Her curves, confidence. Her laughter, that's not flirtation. It's liberation. At 50 plus, she knows the value of pleasure. Not just physical pleasure, but the pleasure of a deep conversation, of good wine, of silence that doesn't feel awkward. And when she wants more than silence, she knows exactly how to ask for it. She undresses slowly, not just from her clothes, but from the layers of her mind. And if you're lucky enough to be with her, you won't rush. You'll savor. Because with her, it's not about performance. It's about presence. She'll stop mid-kiss just to lock eyes with you, whisper something that makes your heart race, then vanish into another room, leaving you wondering what's next. And that mystery, it's addictive. The power of the 50-plus woman, from bedroom to boardroom. There's something undeniably magnetic about a woman in her 50s. She knows what she wants. She's lived through storms, made peace with her past. And today, she doesn't apologize for who she is. That's self-assurance. It's not arrogance. It's earned desire. A woman in her 50s doesn't beg to be chosen. She chooses. And when she chooses you, you better be ready. Because what she brings into the bedroom isn't just experience. It's fire, rhythm, and intensity. She's no longer held back by fear of judgment. Her body may have changed, but her hunger hasn't faded. On the contrary, it's more focused, more explosive, more real. She doesn't fake. She doesn't rush. She doesn't perform. She feels deeply. Wildly. Many younger lovers are surprised. They walk in thinking they're the teachers and leave realizing they've barely scratched the surface of true pleasure. But it doesn't stop in the bedroom. This woman, yes, the 50-plus woman, also dominates the boardroom. She runs her business with the same confidence she brings to intimacy. She negotiates. She creates. She inspires. She is sensual and strategic, erotic and eloquent. Her voice doesn't just seduce, it commands. So why do some still believe that life slows down at 50? Who sold us that lie? Look around. The icons, the entrepreneurs, the artists, the mentors, so many of them are over 50 and on fire. These women aren't in decline, they're in full bloom. And here's the real twist. Many men are only just catching up. Men in their 30s or early 40s are discovering a new fantasy. Not of a younger girl, but of a woman who knows herself, who grabs his shirt, pulls him close, and says, "Let me show you something unforgettable." Can you imagine that? That's the power of a 50-plus woman. Soft lips, sharp mind, and a rhythm that rewrites everything you thought you knew about. Passion, and if you think this is the peak, wait until you see what happens in the next room. When the lights dim and the real dance begins. We're not done yet. Let's go even deeper. Why falling for a 50-plus woman might be the best mistake you'll ever make. She may not be your type. Maybe you thought you wanted someone younger, someone carefree, someone easy to impress. But then she walks in, the 50-plus woman, and suddenly, everything you thought you knew about attraction collapses. It's not just how she looks, although her presence turns heads. It's her silence, her certainty, her magnetic calm in a chaotic world. She doesn't chase, she draws. She doesn't ask, she invites. And when you're near her, you don't feel older or younger. You feel alive. Because a woman in her 50s doesn't waste time with games. She's not there to be rescued, tamed, or molded. She's not a fantasy. She's a revolution. She's the kind of woman who will leave her perfume on your pillow and a question in your soul. You'll wonder how someone could see through you so easily. How she knew where to touch not just your skin, but your spirit. She laughs differently. She kisses like she's telling a story. She listens like she's undressing you with her eyes. And when she loves, she devours. And just when you think you've figured her out, she'll reveal another layer, another scar, another flame. Because her depth, it has no floor. She's made of fire and memory, of freedom and appetite, of mistakes, awakenings, and silent victories. You don't have her. You share time with her, and every minute counts. But won't the age difference catch up with us? Maybe, or maybe it's the difference that keeps you awake, keeps you learning, keeps you burning. Because what she brings isn't just love, it's alchemy. So yes, falling for a 50 woman might not be what you planned, but it might be the most delicious, dangerous, unforgettable mistake you'll ever make. And once you taste it, you'll never settle for anything less again. And just when you thought this was about age, you realize it was always about courage. Courage to feel, courage to surrender, courage to love a woman who's already learned to love herself. The 50-plus era isn't the end. It's the awakening, ready to discover what comes next. The real beginning starts at 50-plus. So still believe passion fades with time? Still think desire has a deadline? Then you've clearly never kissed someone who's lived enough to know. A woman over 50 doesn't need to prove her worth. She embodies it. She doesn't follow trends. She creates rhythms. And when she touches you, it's not to impress, but to awaken. She'll ruin you for anything less. Because once you feel that grounded fire, that slow, confident burn, that wild elegance that only age can bring, you'll understand why youth isn't the climax, it's just the prologue. She is the story, the one that doesn't rush, the one that lingers, the one you never forget. So here's the real secret. Falling in love with a 50-plus woman isn't about dating someone older. It's about finally being ready, ready for truth, ready for depth, ready for a love that's earned, not fantasized. And if you've made it this far, maybe, just maybe, you're already craving what only she can give. If this video lit something inside you, a memory, a fantasy, a realization, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video, comment below, and share your story or your desire. Subscribe and hit the bell, Because next week, it gets even deeper. Because the fire only grows.